Alright, we're live. Let's go. Uh, in case the title doesn't make it clear, I'm certainly still trying to figure out how to do glyph destruction via spell, like the volcanic upheaval. So I've altered it, and I will get to that in a moment. I will get to showing how I've altered it once again for this playtest. That we're basically using the same red and green armies here as I've used the last two playtests. I feel like most of the stuff feels pretty good, other than I guess I have a specific eye for volcanic upheaval, and maybe I'm a little blind to some of the things I see in the other figures, but nothing feels as egregious in like how like dumb and useless it's been as volcanic upheaval has been. So but before I go crazy here, before I absolutely lose my shit already, I'm gonna just post it. I'm going live. Let's let all the mighty Planeswalkers know we're live. We're chilling. You know, I'll jump in. I'll jump in Discord chat in case we get random visitors from the Discord. All right, but where I'm going with this now that that is posted. So the Omni Builder. I've changed volcanic upheaval. So it says select a glyph within 4. Is this caught on the stream? Wait, let me see. It is. It looks like. All right. Volcanic upheaval. Select a glyph within 4 clear site spaces of a red figure you control. Remove that glyph from the game. I think I'm still treating it as 5 points. I don't know. I'm less concerned about the point cost right now than I am of like the actual effect of the spell, because it's like I don't know how to set up an effect for the spell to make it even something worth using at all. So it's like once I get an effect that it's like, okay, I can at least use this in more than half of the games, then it's like, yes, I will figure out a point cost. For now, this used to say 5 clear site spaces of a, I think it was of a Planeswalker, maybe a red Planeswalker you control. It's just not seeing use. It never gets used. I'm trying, so changing it to red figure to see if this changes anything as far as like its usability. There's only one glyph on this map. I didn't think about this. Is also in Plateau? That's probably a good one, huh? That's got 2 glyphs in the same spot. I don't know. I'll try it. You know what? I like pure gold a lot. I gotta move Nissa here. I like pure gold a lot, so you know what? We'll play pure gold. We'll play pure gold. We'll see if for some reason I have a reason to use it. If for some reason. If there is a reason for me to use it on a single glyph map. As long as it's not power +1. Maybe I'll even leave it if it's power +1. But thank goodness it's not, because I really don't like power +1. T +1. So the glyph is going to be toughness +1 down here. How do I send this to the map layer? There, better. So we got, yeah, we're dealing with customs. I have a few custom spells in here. I'll review those, I guess, when I draw them. The less clear things are Nissa. We have Nissa, Waker of Zendikar up here. And you know what? Maybe I'll go through and spend the time to go through. I open up my doc sheet. Actually, you know what? I forgot. I have it favorited. We have it favorited. I gotta do the fingers. The fingers. Alright, Arena Customs. So we got Nissa, Waker of Zendikar. I'm trying to open it. There we go. Is it? Come on. Alright. So she's been playtested quite a bit. I'm honestly quite happy with her. It's just, this is just more of a way to be like, I'm gonna try her again for fun. Because we changed things little by little, and it's like, okay, you know, is she still good? Like, not broken, not too weak. So here she is. You can pause the video, I guess, or if you're watching the stream live, go back to this point if I'm going too fast. But these are, let me make sure, is this showing? All right, it's showing. Here's her abilities, her cost, her size is even down here. I would say she's relatively standard. I mean, I think the most interesting thing about her is the tree and her interactions with any trees, including Ashaya. And speaking of Ashaya, so we have Ashaya, the Soul of Zendikar, which is another one down here, another custom. Which is, again, relatively well play-tested. I don't think this needs a lot of changes. Here's Ashaya's abilities and such, so feel free, again, pause or look back at the stream, whatever you need, if you need to read these. Ashaya's abilities down here. Ashaya does count as a tree for Nissa's abilities. And then I think on red side, we have one other custom. This is a 10-point hero. The drone. Salvage drone. Oh yeah, Ashaya. Ashaya's 125, as you can see there. Where is Salvage drone? Right here! It's a 10-point hero, with apparently a question mark with a 15. Salvage drone has kind of been most of the same. Like, he's really just filler. Like, 2 life, 2 power, 2 toughness. He's throwaway. I'm not sure if he's ever contributed anything in almost any game other than dying. That's his typical... That's his typical mission objective, is lock the opponent up in engagements and die to take 1 attack. You know, take a tiny bit of aggro off. You know, I just realized it's new Nissa, so we got trees. We got trees that I have to worry about moving. That's gonna be fun. Part of Nissa's thing is that she can move trees that are already on the map, and there are 4 trees already on this map. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. I don't know if cross that bridge when I get there. Let's was it miscellaneous? I just want a hex. We're gonna have to use that to replace the trees if we move them. That'll be interesting. We'll keep that up there. I don't know. I'm gonna assume all these trees are on level 2. They kind of look like they would be. I have the map built, IRL. I wonder if I should go look at it. I think just for sake of saving myself the time, I'm going to assume that when the trees move, the space that's, you know, whatever, underneath them, it's a level 2 space that is left there. Just for sake of, yeah, this playtest and getting it going. Anyway, yeah, on that note, yeah, we have armies. What are these? These are approximately 600 points. So we have Elf Rangers, that's official. Eldrazi Scions, that's also official for green. Red also has Eldrazi Scions, but they're just highlighted red, so I can differentiate. And then 2 other, we got the official red haste creatures, Prophet and Firecats. I think on that note, we're pretty much good to go. Chandra will be the first initiative roll, and then Nissa will be the one underneath. Alright, Nissa. I would assume Nissa wants to go first here, but I don't know. Where I put my phone at? Hang on. What? Is it typical that you get a notification of your own stream? That's interesting. I've been notified about my own stream. I don't know. Should I have been? What the heck? Okay, stop. Alright, we're moving on with the game. I think I'm just going to take Nissa to go first. I think rushing to that high ground is going to be good. Her move is 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that seems pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're just going to do that. Funny enough, actually, Nissa and Chandra are quite similar as far as like their stats. Like, Nissa basically has double attack, although like a weird situational double attack with like the tree having to move and attack something. And that goes both ways though, is that like she also has an additional like body blocker for her. which I think is generally more useful than just flat out having double attack like Chandra does. But yeah, in a lot of ways, these two Planeswalkers are like just really similar, which is fine, other than the tree thing. And I think that differentiates them enough. That's like, yeah, Nissa has a very clear green, whatchamacallit? Green flavor. I honestly don't remember all of her abilities. Sapling. Yeah, so Sapling is she starts with a tree on her card, and you can basically summon it at the start. You could basically summon it at the start of her turn, with quotes around that, of course, because it's not actually summoning. Nature Stirring, at the end of the turn, you may move an attack with the tree, basically. Yep. Well, it has to be within 5 clear sight spaces. And then Attuned is her buffs while she's near the tree. Yeah. She's very, very tree hugger, which I think, yeah, I think that gets the idea across that she's very tree hugger. Does Chandra go up to the high ground? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like I'd rather contest the toughness glyph if I'm Chandra, because Elf Rangers kind of outrange everything I own by, is it by proxy because of sprint? Whatever you want to call it, is that they can move, shoot anyone, including Chandra, from 5 spaces away, and sprint 3 spaces backwards, which means, like, we're charging, right? I think green kind of has control of where the battle happens, due to the Elf Rangers. So, alright, this is going first. Let's draw 3. Let's just get this going. I am AOTP. I am the AOTP. 3 AOTP. Alright. Is my camera wigging out? I just saw it. I just saw it wig out, I swear. We got Nissa's Renewal. Gruesome Slaughter. That's another one that I probably do need to change. Alright, so let's play Gruesome Slaughter at the start of a hero turn. A hero creature. Start of the turn of a hero creature. Target non-friendly hero creature. Target friendly non-hero creature. It's +1 power until end of turn, and it fights 1 creature adjacent to it. Yeah, when we know what fight does. Yeah, this one's pretty hard to use. Because I mean, yeah, we're asking. I think for a cost of, oh wait, didn't I change it to 15? Even at a cost of 15, where is it? Gruesome Slaughter 15, yeah. Even at a cost of 15, it's really hard to use, and it's like I'm trying it one more time. But the last game I tried 2 games ago, not the one with Shinobi, but 2 streams ago when I was playing with myself, because I'm a master at that. Yeah, Gruesome Slaughter, there was 1 turn where I would have considered using it, but that was a turn where I didn't want to activate a Shaya. So it didn't end up panning out, and then it sat in my hand the entire game. Yeah, which is like, it's too specific, I think, but I don't know. Because yeah, it's like number 1, you have to, well, number 1, have a hero. Number 2, have a squad. Number 3, choose to activate the hero, like to start the turn. Number 4, yeah, non-hero creature. I guess it could mean a token too. Maybe I should try this with more tokens. But number 4 is you have to have a non-hero creature basically engaged with something else, right? Like to fight a creature that's adjacent to it. So like there's 4 conditions basically. You have to have a hero, have a squad or a token, choose to activate that hero, yeah, and then have one of those squads or tokens engaged. Which yeah, that's a lot of conditions for something that, yeah, and even at just like +1 power and fighting. That's not a good payout. So like I'm not sure what to do about this card, but I'm gonna give it a go this game. But I think this is another one that's gonna have to be like revamped once again. It's just, this one's been changed a bit too, a couple times, and I'm like, I'm not satisfied with any iteration so far. Kind of like Volcanica people. All right, but let me get on with my turn. We got Groundswell. That's not bad. This is Renewal. Yeah, that's a fine card. This has been updated. It is from a friendly figure that is not engaged. We have since changed that. It feels good at 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I want to place my tree down? mean, I could put the tree up here, and then move it 1, 2, 3, even like up to the road here, or maybe 1, 2. I mean, I can give the tree the road bonus, right? So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? We summon a tree up to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is fine. Move the tree now, because we're gonna end this turn. Probably just 1, 2 right here, huh? Where is Nissa going? Alright, let's think about this before I really do this. Let's consider Chandra's move and where she's likely going to end her move, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she probably goes here or here. One, two, three. I could block off the road access to red though. Like by going here. Like we just completely nuke red's potential with the road. Yeah, this tree, man, this tree is so crazy. It's fun to think about. See, the only thing is in order then to get an attack, I have to like step Nissa out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I could just put the tree right here. That's 1, 2, 3. This is also not bad. Should I have summoned Scions? I don't think so. It's because what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm gonna summon a Shia here the next turn, move Nissa here, probably even summon the Scions or maybe the Elves down here. I'm gonna summon something down here to block this avenue off, and then it's just like red's got to deal with a lot of guys on high ground. Although I guess they do have access to this with Chandra. Alright, I think this is good. I'm happy with this. Ugh. Let's go with a red turn next. Check if the turn counter out. Where's my turn counter? I can't see it. It's hidden. Turn counter. 0. Turn counter 0. 1 turn passed. I will hide this behind my camera. Is it actually hidden behind there? Kind of. I don't care. Either way, 1 turn passed. I'll try and keep track of turns. What's red got? Soaked Flames, Flames of the Firebrand, the Oath of Chandra. Well, Oath of Chandra I've also changed. This is almost like Senseless Rage, if I remember this. Alright, so when you enchant a Planeswalker with Oath of Chandra, right? Deal 1 damage to a creature within 5 spaces of that Planeswalker. Once per turn, you may reroll all attack dice for enchanted Planeswalker after seeing the defending player's roll. Yeah, so it's Senseless Rage, but for a Planeswalker, for Chandra. To make her a little more consistent, I guess. Alright, and we got Stubborn. Alright. I don't know if Chandra's doing anything particularly awesome this turn. I think we might dump him there. No. I don't think there's any reason to summon him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of feel like maybe going here is better. I want to be able to have more like clear sight to everything, so like all the spaces, so to summon stuff. Because like going right behind this rock like means I can't really see a lot of the area here, which is going to be important. Undoubtedly going to be important. I think this is the right play. Even though I risk Nissa coming and nuking me Which honestly, as green, I'm probably going to do that. I had Groundswell. Yeah, I wonder if this is a mistake, but we'll find out. Titanic Growth, too. Because, yeah, suddenly I kind of... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, I kind of want to go Groundswell right here. I'm getting high ground, I'm getting tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's exactly 5. It's just then I open up to haste attacks. And I don't have the disengage in my hand. I do have Nissa's Renewal. It feels risky to take the Groundswell shot. Especially because I kind of get the feeling, arguably, Nissa probably couldn't see this space up here. I would think this space, like even if it's like the side corner. My original plan was to put a Shia there. But I might take it with Nissa instead. That feels like that feels risky. Although I could be rolling, what, 3, 4, 5? I could be rolling 8 dice, which is really big. I think I might just be safe and summon, like my original plan was. Yeah, like I think we're just going to use these guys as idiot body blockers, honestly. And it sucks to do this. You know what, do I put the elves back here instead? Maybe I do. I think I'm going to use the elves here. We'll end turn. So it's going to be a red turn now. Turn 4. Oh wait, before I end turn, do I need to move my tree? No. I think that tree's going to stay there. Wait, I can move another tree. Alright, hang on. I gotta think that there's other trees I can mess with here. We're gonna move a tree. I need to clone. I need to clone my tree. This is gonna get ridiculous. Copy, paste. Because which tree am I gonna move? Probably this one back here. Would it be what? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's kind of funny. So like, if I want to move that tree there, right? I should probably just send it to the map layer, huh? Advanced. No, layer, map layer, and then we'll put this space here, and it's a 2. I think I'll just remember it's a 2. I don't feel like they're going to be any other layer. Send the map layer. Okay, well, we'll do that. We've moved a tree. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty cute. Or should I have moved it closer to Nissa right here, or even right here? You know what? Considering I might move Ashaya away. Nah, am I moving Ashaya away though? Really? Like that's good ground. You know what? I am gonna undo this. I think I would prefer this tree here. I think just in case I want to move Ashaya forward, that I still have 2 trees near Nissa for the toughness. We're gonna try that. All right, now we're gonna go red. All right, so red drew Twin Flame, of course. Alright, Soak the Flames is going to be really good with haste here. I'm tempted to blow all my haste attacks on Ashaya right now. I mean, so if I go Soak the Flames, Flame of the Firebrand, and actually I could even go Oath of Nissa here. Like, that's a lot of damage. I could use Flames of the Firebrand after. Is it only two spaces? Yeah, 2 different target creatures within 2 clear sight spaces. So I'd have to like go here, and I can only hit freaking Ashaya. This feels like we'll do Soak the Flames, we'll do Oath of Chandra to start. We'll move, we'll summon. I think we're gonna do all the haste attacks on Ashaya. And then we'll move an attack with our now buff Chandra. And then potentially Superheat / Flames of the Firebrand. Like, we could very easily get 5 or 6 damage on Ashaya here. I would say, like, without really knowing the odds, like, off the top of my head, I feel like I get an average of 5 or 6 damage off of all this. Like, the 2 haste attacks, the 2 double attacks with a reroll, with 1 reroll for Chandra. This is the thing, is I'm blowing. I mean, I still have Twin Flame. Alright, I'll still have Twin Flame. So we're gonna do this. So we're gonna go both of these on Chandra right now. So we're gonna poke what's his face here? Ashaya with 1 damage from Oath of Chandra. And then alright, do we want the Prophet first? I think we do. Do I want the Prophet here? I think I'll put the Prophet here. I don't feel like he's going to be super useful this game. And I'd rather have the Firecats on level 3 Shadow, I think. Chandra's got to take a level 4. So like a Firecat will go on the road, and then probably right here and right here. This guy's going to have double attack though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I should probably go 1 space back. I forgot about Soak the Flames. I should probably be using Soak the Flames. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he's within 4. So he's going to be ruling 6 on the haste attack. Mr. Mad Prophet is 6 for the haste attack on Shia with 5 toughness. That's pretty good. Pretty decent defense too. So we got 3 hits total. Yeah, I think we are gonna haste Firecats now. So like that. Like that. And I think he'll just chill back here like this. Should I even go further back on the road? Like here? I think this is okay. Then again, if I don't kill Ashaya this turn, I'm suffering a lot of trample damage. Well, especially on number 3 and number 2 Firecats. Alright, so we'll haste with number 3 because it is within 4 clear sight spaces of Chandra. So Firecat 3 is rolling 4 dice. That's 3 hits thanks to Intense Strike. So yeah, that's 2 damage. Yeah, see, this is we're probably gonna end up 1 rounding, 1 turning, whatever, 1 turning Ashaya here. This I could literally play Flames of the Firebrand and then Superheated, probably Superheated Stubborn because I don't want to get rid of Twin Flame. But like I've basically guaranteed kill the Ashaya at this point, even if Nissa couldn't attack. That's awesome. So I think Nissa will move though. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want to go 5? I think I slightly like this spot more. We're just going in. Like, we're actually just going in. So we do have, what, a 3v4 against Ashaya, and I get to reroll. Is it after seeing the defender's dice, right? Hang on. After seeing the defending player's roll. Alright, works for me. Roll your 4 defense. 3. Yeah, I won't re-roll. Let's just go on to the second attack against Ashaya. I don't need to re-roll. So it's 1 hit. So yeah, so it looks like we are going to have to blow a spell. But Ashaya will die. Goodbye, Ashaya. You tried, but you got nuked by red. Alright. So what is Nissa going to do now? That's the interesting thing. Yeah, red's done. Red is done. Let's bump the turn counter up, right? This is turn 5. So green. So yeah, this is the problem now, is my Gruesome Slaughter is useless again. Although this might just be because of the red matchup, because like Ashaya just like gets nuked. Because it's freaking red, right? Like red just kind of kills shit kind of fast. So like Gruesome Slaughter is going to sit in my hand and do nothing the entire game. I think, yeah, I think at this point, I think I gotta change the conditions on Gruesome Slaughter again. Like, that's 2 games in a row. It's like, yeah, maybe like I just need to use, I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. It's almost like maybe I should just say, choose a figure that you're not taking a turn with, and it fights, you know, it fights one creature next to it, like something like that. That would be kind of cool to like, yo, you can choose a figure that you're not, that you haven't, I don't know, yeah. I'm gonna have to think about this. I don't want to think about this on stream, but I gotta change. Gruesome Slaughter is just like, still needs to be changed, I think. What do we draw? 6 Wilds. Move a friendly. Here's another one. But I want this one. This one does, like, we want this specifically for a hero, so that's fine. Because it's like, yeah, the current thing on Seek the Wilds, let's see. Yeah, so play Seek the Wilds only on the turn of a Planeswalker. That's fine, right? Move a friendly green hero. Wonder if I should get rid of green. Move a friendly hero up to 4 spaces. If it ends this move out engage and adjacent to a tree, it gets Toughest counter. So it's like, yeah, you can do 2 things. Right, you move a hero to body block or to like engage, or you move them towards a tree to get a toughness counter, and maybe they're a little bit out of the way. It's supposed to be a unique card, and I think this is more useful than it looks at a glance. Maybe I'm wrong though. Anyway, so 2 dead cards. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Yeah, Shia just doesn't survive long enough against red. Red's just absolutely blowing it away. I'm half tempted to go Nissa here. Then again, the elves are also not terrible right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might have to do this. We might have to go elves and go like this. I could go grab the toughness glyph and then probably die instantly. 1, 2, 3. Or I could just go here. I could actually go here and then sprint onto the glyph if I so desire after the fact. I kind of want to see, I would really hope to get 1 or 2 Firecat kills if I'm going to try and take that glyph. Yeah, that's a question. So I think number 1, maybe I'll have number 3 attack Firecat 2. This is going to be 3 on 5 though. That's pretty nasty, like not so good odds for me, I think, for green. Alright, and then 1 will attack 2, which is 4 on 5. Well, that's a kill. That's a beauty. It's a beauty kill. And then 2 will attack 3. This is 4 on 5 again. That's not a good roll. Okay. I think given the state of the board, I can semi-safely sprint to the toughness glyph. He's just gonna die, though. He probably just dies. Do I do it anyway? I don't know. Because I'm going to be on low ground, at least against Chandra. But Chandra's probably not attacking. The Fire Cats are probably coming in, right? Like, if I'm green and I'm looking at this, I'm still semi-terrified of the Fire Cats getting to Nissa. And I think this is what we do. We stay like this. Because, like, they can't really get through the Prophet here, right? Like, Prophet's engaged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one Fire Cat can go back here. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One Fire Cat can get around and attack. I guess, yeah, that's a risk I gotta take. I mean, Nissa will have 5 defense. That's not that bad. Red turn. Chandra's Outrage. Okay. I wonder, do I just do this and then this? I think I do. Try and weaken the elves a bit. I mean, we got Soak the Flames going on. I'm not using Twin Flame yet. Well, maybe we'll use Chandra's Outrage if it'll get us a kill. So let's try 1 up against 2. So this is 4 against 2. Yeah, this is a dead elf, dude. Yeah, that I don't think he lives. Nope, because Intense Strike. Intense Strike gives you a middle finger, sends you into the afterlife, sir. And then we have 3 attacking up on Elf 1. This is 4 against, this is another dead elf, I think. 4 against 2. Yup. So, yeah, that was easy. All you gotta do is roll, all you gotta do, what? Yeah, that was easy. All you gotta do is roll 3 hits on 4 dice every time, and you win, right? I think on that note, it's pretty much turn, though. Can't do anything. Yeah, can't do anything with really any of these. 6. Green's drawing, right? Or wait, 6. Turn 7. That's where we're at. Overrun. Okay, we need our last creature. That's not gonna do us any good. They're just gonna die the moment I summon them, like almost guaranteed. I gotta move my tree in there as well. Let's do everything we can to block off all of the potential Fire Cat entry points. And then Nissa. Yeah, maybe this is where we go. Maybe this is where we go. Groundswell. The Ballad of the Windfish. Oh, no one, why? Yeah. Love ya. Chandra's still got all this crap left. Well, I mean, 10-point hero and then the same squad that I have. I feel like if I kill one more Fire Cat, like, I'm good. But it's just, I'll be rolling 5 attack dice against 5 defense. It feels bad, but I might have to use Groundswell here to help guarantee that I kill a Fire Cat. No, I do have the tree though, so the tree can also attack. I forgot, I left the space open because I want the tree to move up and attack. Maybe I'll just attempt normal attack. So I'm rolling 5 on 5 and then 4 on 5. Is it calculation? The calculation time? Whoops. Yeah, 5 on 5 is an average of about 1 damage. 4 on 5 is 0.7. So I average, yeah, like 1.85 damage. So, kind of seems like more times than not I don't get this. Yo, who's in the house?
Hello?
Oh, hey, D-Dance, what's up? Hey, I'm live streaming, just to let you know.
Yeah, I know. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm alright, how are you?
I'm doing good. Got off of work about an hour ago, so feeling good.
Oh yeah, how's your job treating you?
I'm still working there, so that's a plus.
I forget, you don't have to go into too much detail, but you work at like a restaurant or something, right? Wasn't that what it was?
Yeah, I work at a restaurant.
Okay. And it's good? I mean, you seem like you like it enough.
I'd say it's pretty good.
So what do you do with all your money? You buy tons of HeroScape or what?
I mainly just buy a whole bunch of card game stuff.
Okay. What other card games are you into then? So I assume that you got Magic the Gathering, but what else?
Oh, yeah. Magic is probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, right now. I also play a bit of the Pokemon card game.
Oh, no kidding.
And I play another one called Flesh and Blood.
Oh yeah, I knew. It's funny enough, one of the IT guys I used to work with, he had some of those cards. He played Magic and Flesh and Blood.
Oh, nice.
I never played it. I've played a lot of, maybe not a lot of Pokemon, but I've recently, over like the last 2-ish years, started like playing it. Like I bought a couple of like random casual quote unquote decks, like you know, like the pre-built ones for like $20 or $15 or whatever.
Yeah.
They're out of control though. Like, do you play seriously? You go to any tournaments or anything for Pokemon?
I usually just play just for fun, and then I do every now and then go to like tournaments. Half of the time I don't even really try because most of them are standard, and I hate the standard.
What, the standard Pokemon? What's that even mean? I actually don't know.
Basically, standard is so I think the bottom left of a card, you will, at least with like some of the newer ones, you will see like a let's see, I'm gonna actually Google it real quick so I can show you like a better like representation of it.
Boy, what is it, like a symbol or something?
It's very similar to one actually. Very, very similar.
So sure.
But yeah, so
I'm guessing I'd be familiar
there
with
will
it.
be.
Although actually, I probably paid more attention to like competitive Pokemon TCG, like back in the first generation, like the actual like first releases, rather than like the more recent stuff. Back in the day when like the Haymaker, if you're familiar with that one, with like the Hitmonchan and all them, like that was when I paid more attention. But yeah, go ahead though. The symbol you're talking about.
So yeah, like right in like the bottom left, where like the like border of the card would be, at least for like newer ones, you'll see like a little white box with like a letter in it. And I think currently, E, F, and G block are available. I have a picture of it. I'm not sure where to post it.
Oh, no, yeah, that's fine. I think I know what you mean. Right. Like, that's how they do it. Wait, doesn't Magic do it like that too, though? Or no?
Magic has something similar to it, they don't have like specific like E, F, and G blocks. They just do it by set.
Okay. Yeah, I remember Pokemon doing something like that. Yeah, where it's like, right, don't they use like basically the whole alphabet, and it's just like, right, there's just like 2 or 3 letters available at a time or something?
Yeah, that's what they're doing currently.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm vaguely familiar. That's interesting. Yeah, we might have to try and play around sometime. Do you use the online trading card thing at all?
It's been a while since I've used it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a while for me too. I played it for like I don't know, maybe a month, give or take. But yeah, I just like I got like the codes. Like you know how when you buy like the your decks and stuff, like you get like they come with like codes or whatever. Like that's how you get it onto the online game.
Yeah.
That's what I did, and I used my decks for a little bit. And then I saw the really broken stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I can't really do a lot of this.
Yeah, I never have played any of the meta in Pokemon. Absolutely never.
Yeah.
Because the thing about most games that I play, I don't play the meta because it often involves making your opponent pretty much just not have fun.
Well, right, define fun though. Some people might have fun trying to, like for me, like that's how I play AOTP. In case you couldn't tell, but it's like I'm always like, all right, how do I quash my opponent in the meanest way possible? Because that's what you're there for, dude. Like when you're playing competitively, like everyone's gonna use whatever mean tools they can to stop you or win faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I guess like as a sort of like example, let's say like the Yu-Gi-Oh meta,
Oh gosh,
because I play some Yu-Gi-Oh online.
that's disgusting. Speaking of a meta that's like bad, Yu-Gi-Oh's like completely.
Yeah. Well, especially when it's stuff like that, like the Yu-Gi-Oh meta.
Like doesn't.
Absolutely not. I refuse to play that because, in my opinion, it just makes your opponent not have fun.
Oh yeah, that game doesn't look fun to me at all. Yu-Gi-Oh is like, cause isn't the game usually over? Like, I want to say like by like, I've seen a couple videos. Like I'll sometimes randomly listen to like cause I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh 20 years ago in high school ish. Yeah, and like I remember like it was such a different game, and now it's like special summon and yada. And it's like on the first turn you got like 5 guys in the field. It's like it was never like that when I played. But yeah, so like I watched a video recently, and they're like, oh yeah, like the game's usually over by like your first or even second turn. It's like what?
Yeah, that is most definitely possible. Unfortunately,
That's wild.
just so much power creep.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, one guy was like, yeah, if it goes past, like, they're like, yeah, like, if you don't have a good first turn, you probably just lose, because, like, you pretty much need to, like, have board control by the second turn, because, like, yeah, like, the game barely goes past the second turn. I'm like, okay, wow.
And then there's just that one time where me and one of my friends played, and we went past turn 30.
Yeah, like when you're not playing the meta crap. Like, yeah, I think Yu-Gi-Oh is fun. Like, if you would just revert to not the insane state that the competitive environment is, because yeah, that's just like SMH my head bad, dude. That's pretty cool though. Yeah, I haven't touched Yu-Gi-Oh in a very long time. I don't know where any of my cards are. They're gone. But Yu-Gi-Oh's fun. It was fun, I should say.
I just play online on Master Duel. Like, I play 30 games IRL. I don't think I can afford another one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can barely afford anything as it is, dude.
Also, I've been considering buying something off of Amazon. Do you want to know what it is?
Okay, yeah, what is it?
Might be one of the 3 AOTP sets. Maybe.
Oh. Wait, you don't have all 3 of them?
I have none of them.
Wait, what? Didn't you say you got them for Christmas or something? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I put them on my Christmas list.
Ah.
Didn't get any of them.
That's a bummer.
So I'm curious, which one would you recommend? There's, uh, off of Amazon, there's only one more Shadows over Innistrad, 2 more base sets, and 5 Battle for Zendikar.
Well, yeah. So Battle for Zendikar isn't like a real set. It's like an expansion. Although then again, like
Yeah.
you have Heroescape stuff, right?
Yes, I do.
And if you don't mind like house ruling it, you could very easily just get Battle for Zendikar and like build a map with your Heroescape stuff, and you'd probably have to use some Heroescape figures as like stand-ins for your summoning creatures. But at least like you'll have Kiora and Obnixilis as 2 planeswalkers, and like you can just you'll again like you can't make a 500-point army for them with just that set because it's not a real set. It's like a small expansion. But are you hooked on Amazon, or like what am I thinking of, like set on using Amazon only? Like would you consider getting a used set from eBay or something?
I'd be open to considering it.
I would say you should strongly consider that. What's the price? So all right. So for me, all right, if you want, I'll give you my 2 stances. Like, so you sound like you'd rather have fun, but like for me, like if I was a new guy, like getting into AOTP and knowing everything I know, I would probably say get the first set, because I think a lot of the strongest spells in the game are in the first set. Like, I mean, just like Twin Flame is in the first set, which should be all you need to know. But like a lot of Green's best spells are in the first set. A lot of Blue's best spells are in the first set. You get the most figures too for the game in the first set, the Chandelar set. But like I do think a lot of like the Planeswalkers and the figures in general from Shadows over Innistrad are more fun. I think the game is like a lot. It's a little bit slower. I think it's like a slower paced if you only have Shadows over Innistrad. So like if you're just trying to play the game to have fun and whatever, like you get Arlinn, you get like the Kessigs, which Kessigs are a lot less broken in my opinion when they don't have access to all of the first set spells. I would say get Shadows over Innistrad, like if you just want to play like kind of casually, have some fun. I think it seems like it's a pretty well made set anyway to me.
I'm gonna quickly post something in the Discord real quick.
Yeah.
That I don't know about you, but I should definitely get.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what's it? Alright, Battle for Zendikar expansion. It's in the wrong box. Wait, what's going on here?
I really don't know.
That kind of does look like. Can you send me a link to that? I promise I'm not gonna buy it. I don't care. Like, I want to read the description. Like, what the heck? Yo, that looks like it's a full Chandelar set.
The other pictures in it show what I assume to be base set.
Yeah, that looks like it's the base set. And like, yo, for $10? Wait, what's the shipping cost? $12? That's not bad. Holy crap! Holy crap! You should get this if you got the cash. Wait, is it complete though? That's the question. Hang on, let me look. Like, look at the details, right? Now, that's the thing. All right, used. All right, so it's a used item. What do they say? All right. It says item was opened but never used. All right. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Like this looks like an absolute steal. Yeah. Just based on what I see here, like, buy it. I almost just want to tell you. Oh, yo, it ends in 2 hours. Holy crap! You don't even have to buy it now. Although I would still slightly urge you to do that, because that's. I mean, your price. Like, what's your shipping price? Like, I see $12. I assume yours is the same, but I don't know.
Let's see. Where would I find? Yeah, shipping would also be 12.
Yeah, I mean, so $21 is not bad for something that they apparently just opened and never used. I'm gonna scroll through the pictures real quick. Hang on.
Like the pictures look just fine.
I'm a little concerned that all the spell cards aren't there, because like based on the pictures, like the one picture kind of leads me to believe some of the spells might be missing. But yeah, if as long as they're truthful, like it says they opened it but never used it, everything really should be there.
The thing is, at least in like the almost like top left corner of the final picture,
yeah,
I do see like a stack of what I assume to be the spell cards.
Yeah, I agree.
So
yeah, dude.
There is somewhere by the like creatures as well.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
So
I
like,
mean, you look at the
I'm
description.
genuinely considering it now.
I would, yeah, no, I mean, if I were you, I'd get this. I would just say buy it now. But
Uh,
I mean, if you're patient,
uh,
here's the thing: like a lot of the
I
prices for
mean,
this game, let me look at it, but I feel like it's often like 30-ish to maybe even $40.
uh, at least when comparing it to Amazon price, Amazon not including shipping is about $24.
Okay.
23.98.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I kind of told you not to do Amazon because I feel like you could probably get it lightly used on eBay and probably for a way better price. Yeah, but it looks like a lot of these, wow, these are cheaper than I remember looking for in like the last year-ish. Like, I'm seeing a lot of AOTP for like $10. Holy crap, what? I might have to go buy some more AOTP. I already have like 2 or 3 sets of all of them. I'm not actually gonna. But, wow, yeah. I would just say get that, dude. You got $20 to spare, right?
I got 40.
Yeah. Oh, that's a steal. In my opinion, that's a steal. I paid, yeah, 20, $30 for most of my sets, even like in the recent years when I bought them. It really hasn't dropped a whole lot in price, which is kind of shocking. It's funny that they call it Battle for Zendikar expansion, because yeah, that's definitely not Battle for Zendikar.
Yeah, that's not Battle for Zendikar. Not at all.
Dude, cool find. Yeah, man, that's up to you. So yeah, I mean, so there's one thing to note here, right? So this guy, this 704 Gen, they only have 2. I see 2 whatever successful sales.
I see 30.
Oh, did it just update?
It's been at 30 for me for a bit.
Oh, it does say 3. Okay. Oh, the first one says 2. I wonder if it's because it's 2 reviews then. Maybe that's what it is. All right. So like this looks like it's a relatively new eBay account. So it's like, that kind of raises my eyebrow a little bit. But I don't know. Yeah, this looks legit, dude.
Someone dies. Yeah, it said they joined September of 2011.
Oh, so they've been there for a while. Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah, and 100% positive feedback.
Yes.
Which for 3 sales isn't that.
Yes, that's not a huge.
Yeah.
That's not a huge pool. Yeah, man. That looks pretty legit to me as far as what I just stared at on my live stream.
Like.
You go for it. That seems like a good deal. But yeah, if you want to, I would say Shadows over Innistrad has like slightly more fun figures. But I mean, are you gonna get both the sets eventually anyway? I don't know. I would just say grab that one now.
I'm probably gonna try to get all of like the 2 sets and then Battle for Zendikar as well.
Yeah. I mean, if you're patient, try and place a bid on it and get it for cheaper.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly get a little bid.
Place a bid on it.
I don't have an eBay account. I gotta make one real quick.
Yeah, you got 2 hours. It's fine. Yeah, dude, and then just check on it again when there's like 3 minutes left. Unless you just don't care. I mean, you could probably get lucky enough that no one else will bid on it. I don't know for sure because I haven't been watching AOTP items on eBay for probably over a year now. But if you've ever looked for Heroescape on eBay, I don't know if you've done that recently, or even like over the course of a few years.
I'm kind of scared now.
Well, I'll tell you what I've seen with Heroescape a lot, and I think I was talking to Shinobi about it. I don't know if you saw our last live stream. At least I think we were talking about it on the live stream. But like looking for Heroescape figures, like eBay lots, like what people seem to do is like they'll wait until like the last like 10 minutes, and like then the price skyrockets. It's like everyone sits there and knows like, oh, it's gonna end at this time. All right. Like they check it at that time, and it's like if it's still cheap, then like everyone starts bidding because like they know, like most of that stuff doesn't sell for it's like a squad of like the Knights of Weston for going for $10, like and then it'll instantly shoot up to like 30 at like the last 5 minutes. I don't think that behavior tends to happen to AOTP. I might be wrong, and I'm just letting you know that there's a possibility that could happen. Because if it happens to Heroescape, you know, this is similar enough to that, you know, that maybe it would happen to this. Which is partially
Like,
why I'm just telling
if
you,
it,
like, maybe why not just click buy it now? That's up to you, though.
I'm gonna try placing a bid, and well, if it happens, well, dang, okay.
Yeah, see if you can get it for like $6 plus shipping or whatever. Yeah, that's a pretty good steal, dude. So on a whole slightly unrelated note, or maybe it is slightly related, D-Dance, when are you gonna be on your computer again?
It might be a bit. Because from what I've heard, it slowed down substantially from what I've heard.
Your computer?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
As in, oftentimes it just likes staying just on the home screen only.
Oh no.
Like, won't even log in, sort of thing.
Oh gosh. So you got a whole computer problem to fix. Yeah, that's pretty terrifying, huh?
Yeah. So might be a bit. Max bid. Let's see. Let's see, what's starting bid? My max bid will be 9. Alright, there is now hopefully one bid.
Yeah, let's see.
Holy. There's no bid yet.
I see
is
0
this?
bids still. Yo, $5.
Bid.
$5 plus $12 shipping. That seems. I mean, if you like AOTP enough, anyway. Like for me, that's like yeah. Not that I need
Okay.
a fourth set, but
There we go, one bid.
you're in. I see you in.
Let's go.
I see.
Alright.
Well, show me your
We've
name.
got 2 hours to wait now.
W something 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 R. Huh. Pretty cool. Pretty cool that it actually, like, whatchamacallit, your name. Like, it blanks out your name, censors it, whatever it is, hides it. Pretty cute.
I'm probably happy about that. I don't think I will my name during.
You don't think you'll what?
I don't think I really want my name on stream.
Oh, yeah. No, I think it's an eBay thing. Like, it actually shows you the bidder.
Yeah.
And then, like, yeah, like, you can see the list of who's bidding, which is weird. And then it shows, yeah, it's actually, that's hilarious. It just shows W, a bunch of asterisks, and then an R.
Mhm.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't mind. Like, I don't blame you. I don't think most people want their name being on a stream, or even on, like, eBay. I mean, this is eBay itself that has at least part of your username on there, which is kind of funny.
Well, if it works out, let's go, I guess.
Yo, you gotta get all your friends.
And
Like,
then-
so you play like card games IRL with your friends, right? Tell them they gotta try AOTP
Yeah.
IRL. You gotta talk to Don and ask him
I
how.
found a box
ahead.
of. I found a box of Shadows over Innistrad. New. If I had to guess, maybe unopened. I really don't know. Or 1487.
What's the shipping though? Shipping's usually always like 10, 15 bucks.
Yeah. Shipping is $11.30.
Yeah. That's not too bad. I feel like you could probably get it for 15 to 20 bucks if you look hard enough. That's up to you if you want to save, save money or whatever. It would also probably be used if you got it for 15 to 20 bucks or like maybe a piece or two missing, like that kind of thing. Yeah, so that's completely up to you. I gotta finish my playtest here though.
There's a
Go ahead. What were you about to say? I'll listen to you.
there might be a bid on one, but there is not.
All right.
Oh wait, oh, it's Goodwill.
Say that again. Yeah, you just like lagged really badly.
Oh, it's Goodwill.
Wait, what's Goodwill?
Something on eBay for, from the looks of it, Shadows over Innistrad.
Huh.
$9.99. Wanna know shipping?
Yeah, let's hear it.
$20.
Yeah. Yeah, pay attention to shipping. Like, they'll get you in shipping. That's the thing. Do you do a lot of eBay, or have you not used eBay?
This is my first time using eBay.
Okay. Yeah. I would say, like, you'll see the price of something, but yeah, it's like the devil's in the details. You always check the shipping, because, yeah. Like, yeah, they'll be like, oh yeah, $2 for the Shadows over Innistrad, and then shipping will be like 30, and it's like, okay, I'm not buying that.
Currently, the first one I found is still the best deal.
You could be patient and wait, unless you'd rather get Shadows ASAP as well. Shadows over Innistrad, but...
Yeah, currently I'm probably just looking. I probably won't get Shadows immediately.
Yeah, I would say try and enjoy your first set, your Chandelier set, for like a week or two. Unless you find a killer Shadows deal, Shadows over Innistrad deal. I'll try and keep an eye out for one for you, like when I look on eBay.
And then from the looks of it, there's a Battle for Zendikar for $17.99 for about $5 shipping.
Yeah, I would try and get that one a little cheaper too, if you could. Again, I would shoot for like 15 to maybe 20 range. Again, unless you like really want a brand spanking new or something, but it's a very small set. Like you don't get a whole lot in Battle for Zendikar. Like I wouldn't go too crazy spending too much money on that.
And yeah, the Battle for Zendikar, it was already pre-owned anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't get pre-owned for, especially if it's like used. Yeah, I wouldn't buy that for more than like $20-ish. Like if it was new and going for like 23, 24, it's like maybe. That's just me though. And again,
I mean,
the prices may have changed for AOTP in the last year, especially with HeroScape coming out. But I kind of feel like that might drive the prices of AOTP up, considering maybe the demand would go up a little bit, you know?
And then there is another Battle for Zendikar new for $15, $8.60 shipping.
Yeah, that's okay. Like if you want it brand new, that's okay. My opinion, of course. None of this should be taken as financial advice. But of course, I wouldn't try and swindle you. I would try and give you honest advice to save a couple bucks.
Money is pretty important.
Yeah. Of course it is.
And currently I am still on the highest bid.
Yeah, you should be. Honestly, my honest opinion, I wouldn't expect that to change. But again, if I were you, I would still, like, when there's like 5 minutes left on it, or even like 2 or 3 minutes, whatever, like you should go log back in, check the link again, like make sure you're still the highest bid, because I feel like there's always a small chance that they'll pull those shenanigans where someone bids on it in the last 2 minutes and tries to nab it. And if you ever just want to buy it, it's like you just click the buy it now button, and it ends all the bidding, but you pay for whatever that buy it now price is, the $8 or whatever. But that's the way you guarantee buy it, is you just click buy it now, and then you pay. Yeah, is it $8.99? What did it say? I gotta go back and look. Was there a buy it? Wait, was there a buy it now option?
There was a buy it now. There was a buy it now.
Yeah, there was. Did they get rid of it?
It might have disappeared because of my bid.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I've never seen that happen. Uh-oh. Let's hope you didn't open up a can of worms and this doesn't skyrocket way past like $8 or $9. Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't see buy it now. Yeah, it was definitely there. That's... Man, eBay's some kind of wild.
I'm just happy because that means people don't get to steal it from me randomly then. Without bidding.
That's true. That also goes in your favor. Yeah, but honestly, you probably don't have much to worry about. AOTP is not... Most people don't understand how great AOTP is. How about that? So they're not actively looking for it on eBay.
There's an Eldrazi Ruiner for $2.99 or $13.50 for buying it now.
Ew. You can go get the whole Battle for
Just a
Zendikar.
singular Eldrazi Ruiner.
Yeah, you can go get the whole Battle for Zendikar for like 15 to 20 bucks, which includes the Ruiner if you like really wanted to. That's so silly.
Oh, and $4.02 shipping.
Ugh. It's just not worth it. Yeah, that's just like scalping, man. That's like scalping at that point.
And then like, oh, you think that's bad? $18.90 and $4.97 shipping for a singular Kiora.
Oh gosh. People are so
just
funny.
a miniature.
Yeah, you don't even get the card, do you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And people have bought it.
Well, yeah, so you know what? The thing is, right, people may have bought it. Alright, so there is one reason why that might work is, or at least in my head, it's like people who are playing D&D or like something to that effect, where like they don't care about everything else that comes with AOTP. Like they just want a Kiora figure and then they do their own custom, you know, D&D sheet for it. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, then maybe that's optimal that like they pay $7 and they, you know, they get just Kiora and they don't care about AOTP card or the rest of the Battle for Zendikar spells and figures. So yeah, that's optimal for them. But yeah, I don't know. Are there honestly like a lot of people who play D&D and are like, I want to put Kiora in my game? You know, Kiora from Magic the Gathering in my D&D game. I don't know. I don't think so.
The thing is, over $20 for that one.
Wait, over $20
that just means
for what?
The $18.90 without shipping Kiora.
Oh wait, it was 18? Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that? Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Shipping is $4.97.
Yeah, you can buy Battle for Zendikar new for like, yeah, like you've seen it for like what, $2 more? Ugh.
Let's see. How much did I see it for?
Yeah, that's just insane. And eBay's full of so many funny shenanigans. It's ridiculous.
I used Battle for Zendikar for maybe a little bit less than the Kiora alone.
Yeah, right, exactly. Oh yeah, it's a little bit less than the Kiora alone, yeah.
Yeah.
I bought a used Battle for Zendikar.
I bought the Kiora.
Oh, what was that?
And 2 people have bought the Kiora.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, my only thought is it must be someone, yeah, again, like if they don't know anything about AOTP, they didn't do any more research, they're just like, I want a Kiora figure for my D&D game, and they just like bought the first thing they saw. Which, yeah, it happens, whatever. Can you blame them? I don't know.
I just feel bad.
That people fall for it. Oh, goodness.
Ooh, I might have just found a better deal for Battle for Zendikar.
Use the,
Granted, the bid ends in 5 days.
Oh, yeah, you got a watch list, too. You see the button for the watch list? That's... I forget how it works. Are you using it, I assume, on your phone right now? Like the mobile app or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should... Oh, maybe it's a heart then. So maybe you don't have a button for a watch list like I do on the PC.
Yeah, there actually is a button for a watch list.
Oh, okay. Like, you could use that, and that's one easy way to be like, what am I watching? And then, like, it's an easy way to scroll back to it and keep an eye on the price. I forget. I don't use the mobile eBay, super often. I have it on my phone. But I feel like it's a little bit easier to use on the PC versus the mobile app. Don't know why.
Oh no way, I can get something from Canada.
Oh yeah, you could. The shipping's probably gonna be really high. Maybe I'm wrong.
$14.27.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, for a brand new version of the base set.
Dude, that's funny, dude. Just about the whole... I know we've been on a rabbit trail, but the Pokemon... I play the Pokemon trading card game with my wife once in a while. Like I told you, we got a couple of like random, just like pre-built decks that we spent like 10, 15 bucks on. I actually got a lot of them off of eBay, like just watching them for a couple weeks and trying to find a cheap one. You play the Pokemon games at all? Like the video games, by the way?
I kind of do.
Do you have like a system, or like how do you play them, I suppose?
I have a Switch, which I have Shield for. I also have, I want to say, Shining Pearl.
Oh yeah.
And then I also have a Nintendo DS.
Oh yeah.
Like
DS.
just a straight up DS. Pokemon Black and White. And I also have Pokemon Moon.
Yeah, wow, so you've been playing. You've probably been playing since, I'd imagine since you were what? I don't know how old. Probably since you've been able to understand the games, huh? Like for a good chunk of your life.
Yeah, probably.
That's pretty cool. Do you just play them casually, or do you play
yeah.
like any of the competitive formats?
I usually play it just casually.
Yep.
And then I'm part of a few Discords that like play kind of competitively.
That's pretty cool. But do like any of your friends or anything play? Well, competitively, I should say, or like
one of them do.
like yeah, play to try and kick the other guy's hiney.
Don't buy that one. Just don't buy that one.
Oh, let's look at it. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Has anyone please tell me people don't buy that. That's so silly.
It's still 3 available, none bought.
Oh good. This is for the rare sold out Walmart exclusive version of the Magic the Gathering board game. Yeah, I got mine. I think I got my set for Did I get it? I think it was like 30, 32, 35 bucks when I bought the bonus set. I forget now. I'd have to go look. $300. You're insane. Like the foil cards are awesome. Like you get a lot of cool tiles with this. Like if you don't own HeroScape, like this set actually though, it comes with a lot of like you get a pretty decent amount of tiles. Oh, it says right on there, right? So you get 8 bonus sand tiles.
Yeah,
But like that's like actual pieces though. Like that's the crazy thing. Like so you get like the 7 hexer, you get like a couple of double hexers too, I think. Maybe you get a couple of single hexers as well. Like so like the actual like number of like walkable tiles you get though, like walkable spaces, is like 15 or 16. I'd have to look. Like it's pretty like I wish this would have been the base game. Like you needed that much sand on for like the base game. Like it's because then it actually feels like there's enough like stuff to climb up and down, you know.
Then yeah, so you get a power and toughness glyph, and all of the foil planeswalker cards.
Yep. So you get an extra power and toughness glyph. So those are all extras. So everything in that yellow thing, by the way, it's extra. So like you actually have original like so you get like the regular like matte or whatever you want to call them, non-foil planeswalker cards. Yeah, and then you get like the extra copy of the planeswalker cards, the foil ones. It's pretty cute. Yeah, then you get 2 power toughness or 2 power glyphs, 2 toughness glyphs. Yeah. Like those are extra compared to also what's in the original box, like to the left of it. Like it's like a detachable piece. Like that bonus yellow piece is detachable.
And a bonus battlefield scenario.
Yep. That you can't even like legally play with just the base set because it asks you to have 2 knowledge glyphs, and it doesn't come with 2 knowledge glyphs, which is really dumb. I think they made a mistake. Yeah. They made a mistake and they meant to probably put 2 power glyphs or 2 toughness glyphs on it. No, there's 2 Ks on there, and they, it's like, oh, K is a knowledge glyph, and it's like, the set doesn't come with 2 knowledge glyphs, people. Yeah, but yeah, there is a special scenario where it's like, I forget. I've never actually played it. Maybe I should dump it on Roll20 and play it sometime. But I have the sheet at my house because I have that that Walmart bonus set. I should get it on Roll20 and play it. But it utilizes like all the extra terrain. It's I don't know, it looks mildly interesting, not super interesting to me. We'll have to play it on Roll20 sometime. You know what you should do? You gotta save up. You gotta save up, D-Dance. Save up and get like a really cheap computer. So you can play some Roll20 online with us, dude. We miss you.
I should. I mean, I could play it on my phone, but no spell cards for me.
It's so janky. Yeah, it's so janky on the phone.
I can use my shrine customs.
That's true. Yeah, or you can play it the way we played that one time where all of your spells are face up on the table the entire game. It's a shame they haven't figured out a way to make that work. Whoever develops Roll20 to make it work on a phone.
One of the really only reasons, going back to the Walmart exclusive thing.
Oh yeah.
One of the really only reasons I'd buy this is for the foil cards.
Oh yeah. If you already have HeroScape tiles, that's pretty much There's nothing attractive about that set. Like you pay an extra whatever. I mean, not $300, but like you'd probably for the most part pay an extra like 10-ish if you want that bonus set. If you look hard enough, yeah, I'd say you're probably talking $30-ish instead of like 20, like that one that you found. It's like but it's like the foil cards, are they worth the extra $10? I don't know. For me, I was like, sure, I don't care. Like I'm basically AOTP's biggest fan at this point, so I should have them. But yeah, but like you have HeroScape tiles, so it's like you don't really need the extra, whatever they are, like the 7 hex and all the other crap they give you. The extra glyphs, again, if you have HeroScape sets, you have a lot of glyphs. Not only that, but what do you have? You get like 5 glyphs, I think, in the base set, in the in the Chandelier set. It's like 5 glyphs is fine. You don't really need to double up on power and toughness glyphs, in my opinion. But it's there, I guess, as an option. But you're right. in my opinion, it's the holo cards are really freaking cool. They look so good though, dude. Like they look freaking awesome.
And then I found Shadows over Innistrad and base set, like both together, $49.99 free shipping. Like, granted, both of them were pre-owned, but
Oh yeah.
$50 for both of them, free shipping is nice.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
It doesn't not have the other stuff with it.
I went and bought. What did I buy? There was. You missed it. How long ago was it? It was probably about a year ago, year and a half ago now. There was an auction that was selling all three of the sets combined for, and I think I ended up getting it for like 52 or something, $52. So then I got,
Nice.
yeah, I got the Chandelar, I got the Zendikar, and I got the Shadows over Innistrad. Yeah, it was like, I want to say like, yeah, low to mid 50s, in the 50s range. It was a pretty good deal. Like I was watching it, and I was like, oh crap, I'm like, this could be a good deal. Yeah, at an average of like what, $16 per set, $17 per set. That's pretty good, pretty good deal. I think that was the last set I bought, or the last AOTP auction I bought, because now I have 2 or 3 copies of all 3 of the sets.
Oh.
I'm out of control.
I mean, at least if like you and another friend both want to play Nissa.
Oh, that's entirely why I got it, because well, you've probably seen the pictures in the Discord, right? Yeah, like we have a local game store that me and a few friends, we meet up at IRL. There's usually anywhere between like, I don't know, 3 to 8 of us. So yeah, I have to be able to support sometimes a lot of people. Yeah, but I think the one day we played, there was like 5. Another day, there was like 4 people. And I like being able to build the meta, the quote-unquote meta decks. Like, because when I set up the decks, I give everyone like the best crap that I think, works best for the characters. And yeah, they have a blast. It's over, dude. They're nuking each other. But yeah, it's entirely for that. So it's like, oh, if someone wants to use Nissa, and someone else wants to use Nissa, and like they want to switch some of the creatures out or do whatever. It's like, yeah, I got 2 or 3 copies of everything. Have fun. I don't care.
I'm seeing some pretty decent like base prices for stuff, but then in comes shipping.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I found a base set pre-owned, $5.54. Oh wait, $22 shipping.
Yeah.
From Canada.
That's usually where they'll get you every time. It's the shipping price. It's like whenever you see something with a really low price, it's usually too good to be true. Not always, but yeah. Number one is, yeah, you see a low price, all right, click it, check the shipping. And then it's like, then if the shipping is low, it's like, read the item description. Or what is it called? Is it item description, item details, item specifics, and then item description from the seller. Yeah, so like the one that I looked at for you, it was like, okay, they said it was opened but never used, right? So it's like, okay, fine. We know it shouldn't be missing parts, yada yada. Where it's like, sometimes you'll find it cheap because they'll be like, oh, it's missing, whatever, 2 figures or 2 cards or whatever, or, half the cards have a crease in them. Without, you name it, like, it's beat up for some reason, Because they'll ding you just to let you know, like, if you try and like return it or like fight something, like if you buy something and then like you're, oh hey, this is missing something. I think like eBay's usually pretty friendly towards the buyer. Like if you're not satisfied, they'll usually, like, eBay will usually take your side, if I remember this right, to be like, oh, you want to return something because it was like not as described, or like, the pictures were false, like they put fake pictures up, or like pictures of somebody else's, one of my products. And then, like, when you got it, it was clearly not the thing that they had in the picture, But I would just say pay attention to the item specifics, like the condition and the item description, where, like I said, that one says it was opened but never used. So it's like, okay, fine. I would take that to mean everything is there. Like they just ripped the the seal off, the plastic wrap off. Pay attention to that, because like if you buy something without reading that, but like they put something in there that says, hey, this piece is missing, usually you'll have a problem trying to like get a refund or something. Like if you're trying to get a refund based on, hey, this is missing and I didn't know that, they might be like, hey, it was right in the description, you just gotta read next time, dude. You get what I'm saying? I'm just trying to give you a tip in case you're gonna look.
Read the fine print.
Basically, yeah.
Fine print always gets people.
Oh, it's annoying. It really is annoying. The whole sell your soul to sell your soul and the arm and the arm of your firstborn or whatever they for like just to use Google, you know what I mean, or just to use this app. It's like you got to read this 40-page disclaimer about how you can't do this and you can't do that, and they own everything and you own nothing.
I might have just found like two. I think it's two of the squads of the
You say Inquisitors?
Like the Avacinian Inquisitors.
You fought 2 squads? What the heck?
Maybe.
That's funny.
$6 used. But then here in comes the shipping. $5.95.
That's, yeah, I feel
So
like
it's
that's
$12 for 2 squads.
of a unique squad that you can't even like legally run 2 copies of in the same army.
Yep.
But again, like maybe there's people who make customs out of it, or maybe they make it a custom HeroScape common, common unit. I don't know, common figure, common squad. There's reasons, people aren't gonna always buy AOTP to play. I kind of wonder if most AOTP is bought for reasons other than actually playing AOTP, frankly. Like with the Kiora figure that you mentioned, where like people were buying it for $18. It's like, I don't think anyone who knows or understands AOTP is buying Kiora for $18, just the figure. They're buying it for probably other reasons.
Yeah.
Because they don't know any better. Alright, my playtest is being held up. I've been sitting here thinking about my turn on my playtest for a long time, because I'm like, I don't know what to do. I gotta commit to something at some point here.
What are you playtesting?
A whole lot of stuff. I'm primarily playtesting, so we have a red spell. I'm gonna try and keep the story short, because my playtest has been idle for like 20 minutes while I've been talking to you. But I'm playtesting mostly focusing on a red spell that allows you to destroy a glyph within. I've been altering the condition for it, but generally I want this glyph to destroy, or this spell to destroy a glyph. It's just a matter of what conditions I want for it. In my most recent iteration that I'm currently playtesting, where is it? I'll read it to you. Volcanic Upheaval is the spell. So it's select a glyph within 4 clear sight spaces of a red figure you control. Remove that glyph from the game. That's it. It's basically just destroy a glyph within 4 clear sight spaces of one of your red figures. Volcanic Upheaval, the actual MTG card, is, I think it just destroys a land. So it's like, it's kind of mimicking that, right?
In the card game, I'm pretty sure nobody likes land destruction. In AOTP, glyph destruction is fine in my opinion.
Glyph destruction is what? I didn't hear you.
It is fine in my opinion.
Yeah, I tried, yeah. It's funny because it's probably fine. It might even be weaker than I initially gave it credit for. Like, I thought destroying a glyph might be too overpowered, but after, like, a lot of games, it's like, I don't know. Like, glyphs are usually kind of useful, but not so useful that, I mean, well, first of all, like, number one, if you destroy a glyph, it's not like it doesn't, it's not like it's just denying it to your opponent. You also deny it for yourself, too, because now it's gone, right?
Yeah.
But, so, like, that's part of it. But, yeah, number two is, like, sometimes, like, I'm playing a game, there's a toughness +1 glyph, and, we're not really touching it. Everything's kind of just keeling over. And it might just be because it's green versus red, and so like these are two high offense colors as far as AOTP is concerned. So it's like they don't really care for toughness a whole lot. We're just kind of running in and killing each other, which is the other problem. So yeah, I don't know. The more I look at it, I mean, and I have, funny enough that you said, like, yeah, Glyph Destruction is fine. I actually have the spell pegged at, it's 5 points right now, but, like, I just don't use it. Like, it's the spell is too hard to use. Like, you would think destroying a Glyph would have some kind of use, but it almost never does, which is really weird. Really weird.
Like, oh, yeah, like Glyph Destruction doesn't sound that bad.
In my
Like-
playtests, it's been pretty bad. Like, it's not been... I've never used it to actually destroy a Glyph in 5 playtests. Let's just put it that way for now.
So you've been discarding it then?
I've been superheating it, yes, for a lot of it, actually. Because I've been using Chandra with it, and maybe I need to switch off of Chandra. But yeah, I get to the point where I'm like, I don't need this card. I'm not going to use it this game. I'm just going to superheat it. And so that's what I do. I discard it to deal damage to something else. It's bad. So I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I get 6 dice here. I do want this to work. Like, I do want a spell that destroys a Glyph, just like even just for the weird novelty of destroying a Glyph, because it sounds fun. Even though it's really not that fun, I guess. The more I play it, the more I'm like, this is just not something I ever care to do. I ever care to actually do in the game. It's weird. I don't know. It's still, I think the concept of it, like, just the concept of destroying a Glyph existing as a spell, I think should be a thing. That's just me. And if it's a really cheap and maybe even a bad spell, it's whatever. Like, it's still a thing. People who make custom, other custom games or play different kinds of games than I do, at least have the option, of doing it. Even if I never personally use the spell, or very rarely.
I'm gonna check something out real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Have fun. Ooh.
Because I might have an idea for a spell. It'll just depend if it already exists. That could be Glyph Destruction anyway.
There's no official.
It already does exist.
There's no official spells that destroy a Glyph. What do you mean?
Well, in terms of name-wise,
Oh yeah, yeah,
naturalize.
yeah. That destroys enchantments. That's funny.
Because if I'm thinking correctly, yeah, naturalize in the card game is an instant. Destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Okay.
So what I was thinking is it would be like a sorcery instead of an enchantment.
Yep.
To destroy a glyph or an enchantment.
Yeah, that would have been pretty good for green. It would have been better than current naturalize, I think. I don't like the current, like the official iteration of naturalize. I feel like it's so bad.
Also, in my opinion, it makes it to where, like, even if you aren't running glyphs, it's still useful as just enchantment destruction in and of itself.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and green is supposed to be the color of enchantment destruction, isn't it? For the most part.
Yeah.
So
And granted, there is another thing better than naturalize, actually. Return to nature. You can destroy an artifact or an enchantment, or exile something from a graveyard.
Ooh, maybe we'll use that. Return to nature.
Yeah.
And we'll put, I mean, can we have 2? Would we? Should we have 2 spells that destroy glyphs? Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm thinking just like one for colors that it would make sense for.
Yeah.
Red makes sense. Green kind of makes sense
I
because entirely depends if we'll go down the line of artifacts, which I think you said we were gonna talk about for Kaladesh.
Yeah, we are. Our artifacts are going to be pretty big in Kaladesh, I think. So it's probably going to go there.
And then just exiling stuff we've already explored with Zendikar Expedition.
A little bit. Yeah, we're mostly doing spell exile this set, and I think we're going to look into figure exile for Kaladesh as well. Kaladesh is going to be much bigger than this set, and this set's already taken, yeah, almost a year and a half of playtesting right now, dude. It's so crazy. Kaladesh is going to be so much work, I feel like. I don't mind. Like, I actually really enjoy playtesting and just, like, seeing, you know, tweaking all of the funny spells and stuff and seeing how you can make them work in interesting ways.
I mean, I'd be more than happy to help at least for like card creation itself.
Yeah, for drafting like ideas, basically.
Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, Kaladesh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kaladesh has an energy mechanic.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does. That could be a good idea in terms of AOTP, at least.
More resource management. I think so.
Yeah.
I think it was either Arcanus or Don. They're actually one of the two of them. I want to say it was Don. I think he's against putting an energy mechanic in AOTP. I would.
Probably because of maybe like the bit of complications it adds, like keeping track and like deciding when to use it.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he would explain when we get to actually talking about Kaladesh, so I don't know. Whatever, he said something to the effect of like he has like a PowerPoint or like a bunch of slides. Like he has like apparently a presentation that he wants to do for like his ideas for Kaladesh. I'm excited to see those. I'd like to see what he does or what he has in mind. But yeah, we do have like a bazillion things. Like everyone has their own ideas of like what they want to put into Kaladesh. So Kaladesh is about to be like, yeah, like we're talking, yeah, vehicles, energy counters, common squads, artifacts. I guess other dual color planeswalkers. But like, yeah, we have artifacts as far as like spells maybe or artifact creatures. What else? We're gonna have new glyphs more than likely. There's a lot of shenanigans. Like there's so many new potential mechanics that it's like we can't just like shove 6 or 7 new mechanics into the game. Like it's gonna be so weird. It's like we're gonna have to cut a lot of them out and be like, what are like the most important, like maybe 2 or 3, you know, that we should use. I don't know.
I'm definitely thinking artifacts should stay in.
Yeah.
Because it's Kaladesh's. It's one of Kaladesh's big things.
Yeah, like the Inventors Fair and all that crap, right? I agree. I agree that artifacts like should be probably near the top of that list for sure.
Vehicles, I'd be fine with being removed.
I probably would be too. They seem kind of hard to mechanically like integrate. Like how do you make that work? I don't know.
Well, like in my opinion, it's either keep vehicles or keep just base artifact creatures.
Yeah.
Like, because vehicles, at least the way I'm imagining them, would just be worse artifact creatures, essentially. At least the way that I'm imagining.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I was thinking when you said vehicle is something similar to at least what the card game does. Like for card game, you have to tap one of your creatures to use the vehicle.
Right.
And what I'm thinking is for how we could put that into AOTP is have like the hook masters sort of detain ability for it. like you quote unquote detain something to use that vehicle.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So, well, so the first question is right. Is a vehicle, is that something that you have to pay points for and like summon as like a creature? Is that what you mean? Like, do I pay 100 points for a vehicle that I like? I like summon it onto the field, you know, within 5 spaces, but it can't do anything unless I man it, right? Is that what you're saying?
Uh, uh, I didn't really think about like how it would like fit into like the army. I was thinking of like how it would be used. Like how could you use it?
Yeah.
Like when it's already on the board.
Yeah, I agree. That's the whole thing. But yeah, the first part of that is right. How do vehicles enter the board, or how do they exist in the game to begin with? Like, forget interacting with them. What do we do with them? Like in my mind, I just figure they're like a map piece. Like they start on the battlefield. It's almost like another alternative to like a glyph, right? It's like a vehicle like in the middle, and the players are gonna try and fight for it and get inside of it, or you know whatever. It's like a point of interest. That's my personal take though. But yeah, then the second part, after you figured out, all right, yeah, how do we want vehicles to be something that like you pay army points for and summon like from your planeswalker, or is that something that like starts on the map, right? But yeah, so once you got that figured out, then it's right. How do you actually use the vehicle? Which is nonsense to even think about.
Like, yeah, I have no clue how that would work.
Yeah, that would require we'll get everyone together and chat for like an hour or two, honestly, and that's going to be another long conversation. Speaking of like how we were talking about the hedrons and stuff for a while, like I think vehicles would end up being, if we even bother implementing them, vehicles are going to be like another probably 1 to 2 hour chat, like just for them by themselves.
Whereas I feel at least with space artifact creatures, they'd be like, oh, they're like creatures, except they're artifacts now. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So going off of just simplicity standpoint, I'm definitely for artifact creatures over vehicles.
Oh yeah. I can almost guarantee everyone would agree with that. That like if we're for some reason going to choose between artifact creatures and vehicles, like one or the other, I think artifact creatures are going to win every time.
And I think they just be, for one, we don't have to make anywhere near as many mechanics for it.
Yeah.
And two, it's just, well, like I said earlier, they're creatures, but now artifacts as well. Oh wow.
Wow.
Whereas, yeah, with vehicles, it's, yeah, like you said, a whole like 1 to 2 hour chat for that.
Guaranteed. And yeah, and then it's, man, like we still barely even have the hedrons figured out as far as like the scenarios and stuff too. Like I haven't talked to Don in a while, but I know he was, last I knew he was playtesting like the the hedron alignment scenarios, and I haven't heard from him on that front in like well over a month. So I don't know where that stands, but I've playtested the hedron alignment scenario, I think 2 times now. Like even trying like various mechanics for moving the hedrons, and like neither of them were particularly, I don't know, satisfying, or like something I thought, yeah, this is good, like this is awesome. So I think the hedrons by themselves are going to be work to figure out, and then the scenario too. Like, man, yeah, it's just it's a lot of work to get this crap moved along.
And I think now that you mention it, I think I might have just come up with another way to move the hedrons. Are you kidding me?
What's up?
I don't know if it's like already a thing or not, but like pushing them. And I don't mean like the creature moving with a hedron.
Right.
I mean like a creature just like pushes a hedron for like X spaces.
Yeah. You know, you just got my mind spinning too, right? Like, so they push it for X spaces, meaning like how do they push it though? Like, do you roll? I was like, my first thought when you said that was they can just roll their attack dice like their combat dice. Like, you attack the Hedron, quote unquote, and like the number of hits you get is how many spaces you can move it. Maybe that's worth, like, you're playing like you're playing baseball with it at that point. Like, you're just whacking it and seeing how far it goes. That might be kind of cool though.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking for how it would like be pushed. Like roll like attack or maybe defense. I don't see why defense.
But yeah, then so that kind of conflicts. Like, I kind of like the idea, but that kind of conflicts with the idea that like they're destructible. But I guess you can just declare, right? So like you declare that like, okay, I'm not attacking the Hedron, I'm pushing it. So it's like when you roll all of your, all your swords, that's not damage. That's just you're pushing it.
Yeah, like that's one part that I was like, that is just a simple like, okay, yeah, I'm pushing it, not attacking it.
Yeah, you just announce it, right? Yeah.
Roll dice.
You're not trying to kill it. Clearly, you're clearly not trying to kill
it. Yeah, like that's one part that I thought was like more self-explanatory, probably.
Yeah, that's maybe not a bad idea, cause like like I've tried the whole pushing. Like I tried, Arcanist came up with a method for pushing, which was that like it becomes like a hinge. Like your figure basically becomes a double space figure. Or, in case of a double space figure pushing the Hedron, it becomes a triple space figure. But I guess that worked okay. I tried the version that Don and I came up with, where it's like, okay, you can pay one of your movement points to instead move one of your Hedrons that's adjacent to you. Like, you can move it one space, and then pay another point to move it another space. You know what I mean? So like, it's dancing around you while you're moving. That, I don't know. Neither of them felt like particularly like awesome to me. Like, I think it got the job done, but I wasn't super impressed. But like what you said here, where it's like, okay, if you get adjacent to it and roll your attack dice, that might be kind of neat, and I'm actually pretty willing to try that, because that seems cool.
But the thing is, would we have it like replace like a creature's attack?
Yes. I would think so at that point, that it's like, okay, you give up your attack to instead push the Hedron. I don't know though.
So it would be like a after moving and before attacking thing.
Yeah. Well, I would just say it would be instead of attacking, you may push a Hedron, right? Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, I might have to go pitch that to Don and Arcanist to see what they think. To be like, hey, you're gonna whack it. Well, so here's the thing, right? Yeah, there's a little mislogic to that, right? Because like, right, if you're supposed to whack the Hedron, like punch it really hard, it's like, well, aren't you technically risking destroying it too? I don't know. I still like the concept though, even if logically it doesn't make a lot of sense. That like, yeah, your big muscular dude might punch the Hedron really hard to get it to go, whatever, 5 spaces in a row.
I guess in terms of like logically speaking,
yeah, like that's kind of dumb.
We could just like,
yeah,
we could push it off at yeah. I just realized I accidentally made a pun.
Push it off.
Yeah, push it off as it's quite literally getting pushed.
Yeah. And then, yeah, he's pushing, right? So you push it with that much power, which, yeah, I think, there's a way to justify it.
Or
I think
playing baseball with it.
Yeah, instead of what I originally thought in my head, it was right, playing baseball with it, where you take your biggest weapon and whack it and see how far it goes. Right? Is instead like your guy, and that's another thing we can do, right? So one thing I'm just thinking of is, okay, you can't push the Hedron unless you're adjacent to it, like my game I'm playing, like I got the Elf Rangers or I got Nissa. Like, you can't use their range figure to attack it, to quote unquote attack it, to push it. Like, you can only push it if you're adjacent to it, right? That kind of reduces the range supremacy in AOTP as well. It's like, now if you want your range guys to go push the Hedrons, they got to go next to the Hedron and then declare they're going to push it. So, I think there's a lot of good that can come out of that, honestly. Like, the more I'm sitting here thinking about it. It's like, you can't push it by range. Then there's what?
Then there's the fact of, what about the people trying to destroy the Hedrons?
What about it?
Well, if you're just pushing a Hedron, that essentially leaves it almost unprotected.
It would be, yeah. You're right. You're right. That's a very good point. Interesting.
Meaning, I think the range supremacy stays the same, maybe.
Range supremacy is going to stay the same no matter what. The
Like,
range will dominate
It
Hex.
probably just changes sides on which it favors most, probably.
Yeah. I guess I'd have to play test it. You're right though. Like if you push it like way ahead of you, like 3 spaces up, what it does, what I imagine it does is it makes it so like your enemies range 1 figures especially can just run up and I guess either push it back if we're going to allow that, or they just start pummeling it. But the difference is, okay, no, the difference is
They would
though,
probably just pummel it.
they would pummel it, but we forget, like we got the exploding thing, right? I don't know if you remember, but like we have it where it explodes
Oh
and it
yeah,
deals
the
damage.
exploding thing.
So they would blow up their own guys. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's still an interesting mechanic, and I want to try and write this out. Maybe I don't know about after the stream because it's getting kind of late for me, but maybe over the coming days I'll like try and figure out how I would word this in my head and be like, okay, guys, here's my here's the new pitch. I was talking to D-Dance. We got this idea. This might be a good replacement for the Hedron movements. This roll your power, roll your number of power dice, but instead of that being an attack, it's just a push. I like it. It sounds neat, like neat enough in theory that like I want to give it a go.
And I just realized green and red would probably be a very good like pushing the Hedron sort of
Titanic
thing.
growth? Yo, but is that not like dripping with theme that you use Titanic growth on one of your guys, he turns huge and then pushes the Hedron really far? Like, come on. I like the idea. Now, is it going to be broken in game? I don't know, potentially. But I like the idea.
Then it'll make green. Then it'll probably make like green and red like meta for like pushing the Hedron.
Maybe
is the thing.
I think green will be less meta because green. I think green is mostly meta because of range, but I think red. I mean, I don't think red is super meta, except for Arlen because she's part green. But like as far as like Chandra. I mean, this is me personally, of course. Now we're talking meta, which is subjective. But I mean, I feel like I'm one of the people with the most experience playing AOTP, so I think my opinions mean something. But like, I don't think Chandra and even like Nahiri, like I don't feel like they're super powerful. Like they're okay, I don't think red is that good of a color altogether. Like I think mono red is not super powerful. Like it's mid. It's okay. But I feel like mono green and mono blue are better. But yes, in this particular case, mono red has like all this power buffs, right? So it's like, yeah, their guys are going to push the Hedrons really far, which is, I don't know. I wouldn't personally mind seeing it. It's just, yeah, how hard is it to stop? Like, if everyone, is everyone going to want to play red as the person trying to align the Hedrons, right? Like, if it becomes so powerful that, like, there's no reason to play anything but red, then, yeah, we have something to change, right?
Yeah. Like, in that case, make it, like the pushing mechanic immune to, like, spell buffs.
That's a possibility as well.
Like a spell buffing something.
Right, we could just say you roll dice equal to the creature's base power, and then you get rid of everything else. There's no glyphs, there's no buffs, no nothing. You just say, okay, you look at the base power on your army card and you roll that many dice, and then you move the Hedron. The amount of space is equal to, the amount of swords that you rolled. And that's one way. But I don't want to go there yet. Like, I say, let's, if this gives red maybe, some attempt at glory here, that, like, suddenly their Firecats having 6 power can really punch a Hedron, like, I'd like to see it before we go there. But yeah, we can easily just say, right, look at the base power, you roll that many dice, and you forego, no bonuses, basically, because you say the base power of the army card. Yeah, that's easily bypassed.
Yeah.
Then there's something to that. Yeah, there's a lot of fun things we could play with here. I really like the idea. I'm gonna have to give that a go. I'm not gonna playtest that scenario for some time though. I gave it a couple tries and I'm like, I'm just not super impressed with our current movement mechanics, but I want to mention this one to Don and Arcanus because I think that's a good idea.
I'm telling you, I think best when it's late at night.
I think best when you're. Sometimes you do though, dude. It really is like that, huh?
Like, yeah, because if I continue thinking like this later into the week, I know what I'm gonna be doing Wednesday through like Friday or Saturday.
Oh, what's that?
Because so just for like some sort of like context. So I got selected as one of 4 students from my school to go down to Houston, Texas for a NASA competition.
What?
Uh,
Wait, NASA competition for what? Okay, I'm interested. Let's hear it.
It's like a space settlement design competition.
Right. So are you like a super math and science genius or something? Like, how did you get this?
I just applied for it, and
Okay.
I was just one of 4 people chosen.
Well, congrats. Okay.
So
Yeah, did they just like pull it from a hat? Was it just like, hey, did they take applications, pull it from a hat? Like, how did it work?
I think they chose it based off of who they think the best people would have been.
Right. Well,
and I can tell you for sure, more than 4 people applied for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But if I'm thinking as I am right now during that time, I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of work at night. Like at lights out time, I'm gonna be just working.
Right. Like working, what do you mean working? As in like on the space program or the NASA space settlement thing? Yeah. Are you super interested in that? Or I gotta hear, like, why did you apply? Like, what do you think it's gonna be like, or what is it gonna be like? What interests you about that whole thing? Explain it to me.
And I think NASA is pretty cool, and participating in one of their competitions would be super cool, and it would finally prove that I'm not stupid.
It would prove you're not stupid. Wait, why like a bunch of kids are at school or something call you stupid?
That's a good question, actually.
Like,
I don't know.
Where do you get that you need to prove that you're not stupid? I guess is what I'm thinking.
More so, I guess it's just prove it to myself.
Yeah. That's understandable.
Because gonna quickly say this. My self-esteem, if the roof was down to the core of the earth, my self-esteem would be through the roof.
Wait, say that. All right, that definitely went over my head. Say that one more time and let me see if I can get it, because this is whoosh moment. Try that again. Go ahead.
So if the roof was way far down to the core of the earth,
yeah,
my self-esteem would be through the roof.
I guess I don't understand. Right? What, are you saying because your self-esteem is so low that it's like barely above the core of the earth?
It's negative self-esteem.
Oh, it's negative? Oh, okay. Okay, I gotcha. That's a bummer. Yeah.
Self-esteem does not exist.
Hey, man. Sometimes, sometimes I feel like if you just pretend like self-esteem is not a thing and you just do like what you want to do and you act how you want to act, I mean, of course, within some control, but if you just pretend like self-esteem is not a thing and you just are who you are, it can. I don't even know how to explain it. I've seen enough videos that are just like, hey, self-esteem is sometimes just like a buzzword to make you feel stupid. It's like, forget self-esteem. You don't have self-esteem. You have none. It does not exist. It is undefined. Now, you're awesome. Go out and do it. You know? Like that kind of thing. that's just me, and that might, I might be talking stuff that's beyond, or maybe I'm not explaining it well, or it's just something beyond you at the moment. But either way, that is sad to hear. That your self-esteem is that bad.
It's probably just an age sort of thing.
I think, yeah. I mean, given like society and like the online nature of everything, I think a lot of people have self-esteem issues. So yeah, I mean, I assume you must hear a lot about it with like other kids at school, but like a lot of people are like, I feel like a lot of people are talking about like wanting therapy and stuff. Like even young kids nowadays, like I see it online, like on Reddit. I don't know if you use Reddit, but like, funny enough, I'm one of those raging boomers on the Gen Z Reddit. I'm actually not a boomer, but I'm an older millennial, I guess, on like the Gen Z Reddit, and like yeah, like I see like some of them are like turning whatever, what is the 18, 19, some of them, and they're talking about like suicide and like they need therapy and stuff, and I'm like, man, like how is it like you're fresh out of school, this is like the best part of your life, like like you're 18, you're just out of high school, like you're as free as you're ever gonna be, you know what I mean? Like you're in your youth, you're free, you got, you're gonna get your job, you can do almost whatever you want, you don't have all the backaches and all that crap from a decade, 2 decades of working, and it's like, and you're thinking about therapy and crap. I don't know, and it's good that they seek it if they truly need it, but at the same time, my first thought is, how, like, why do you feel, why do these kids feel this way, you know what I mean? Like what drives kids to hate themselves or whatever, have like these mental issues? I'm not blaming them, rather I'm blaming something else, like what's causing that, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and actually, I did a research paper on that for my English class this year.
Uh-huh.
I think it was that.
Well, so what was, okay, and what was your, what am I thinking of? Like the results, like what did you find caused it? Did you come to some conclusion?
Social media.
Yes, I was about to say the internet / right, being connected to everyone else all the time. Yeah.
Especially at least with like things like Instagram.
Yeah.
Because they set expectations for teams, and when teams can't meet those expectations, they think less of themselves.
Yes.
And end up being like, oh, like I'm worthless and stuff. Like, why did I try to do this?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's actually a problem with social media.
That's a good point. I never thought of it that way. Right, that there's people on social media, I'm guessing maybe the other adults or whatever, the politicians or I don't know, you name it. Maybe it's other kids. But right, it's other people who are like, hey, look at this awesome thing that I can do. Everyone should do this or whatever. Or like, oh, if you can't do this, you're a bad person. You name it, right? Like, I mean, I rant all the freaking time, and I'm not gonna try to go on too much of a rant here, but like when I see a lot of the political crap that's going on, man, I am there just to trigger people, because I'm like, yo, stop getting triggered by words. Like, I'm expressing an idea, let me speak. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, if people are getting triggered by the sheer fact that I'm just like trying to make a statement about a way I feel or about my opinion. And like, I'm not usually like a total like butthead to people and being like, yo, you suck, go kill yourself, yeah, like I don't usually talk like that, but rather I'll be like, yo, like this ideology, like this is not good, and I honestly like listen, this is my ideology, this is why I think the way I do, like, do you see why? And then a lot of times he's just like, no, like shut up, you're a bigot, I'm blocking you, leave me alone. It's like people don't want to have conversation. That's just me though, and again, I'm gonna stop ranting. That's just me, like what I see on the internet. Like people just don't have talks. Like they don't talk about crap anymore. It's just like echo chambers. It's like if you don't agree with me, leave, be gone. I don't care, right? That's what it seems. But I'm on a tangent. But right, so like people or like kids maybe even are setting standards for maybe each other. Is that what it is? So like you said, like people see other people like on social media, but like who is it? like, did you ever come to that conclusion of like, is it the parents that are telling other kids on Instagram or social media that are like, hey, you kids better be doing it this way or you're wrong, or like, what is it? Is it that other kids are like bullying each other? What's the deal?
I don't know if I actually got that far into
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Right. Because my first question
I'm
now is,
looking,
okay, go ahead.
I'm looking through my current, all of my just, a lot of Google Documents because that's what we use.
Uh-huh.
Wait, I think I just found it, maybe. I think I might have found it. Yeah, I just found it.
Okay. Yeah, because D-Dance, and just to try and clarify my question, right, you say it's social media, but it's like, right, okay, I get it. I generally agree without really, like, having, I don't need to see data. I feel like as someone who, I generally grew up with, as, like, social media was coming to be, and I didn't really use it because I never really cared, and I still don't really care that much. But it's like, I agree social media feels like it's driving everyone crazy. However, it's like, but what? Like, what is it about it in particular? Like, is it because people are saying, right, like, is it like the adults on there that are saying that, or is it other kids bullying each other? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, let's break it down a little bit further. Why? Like, who's doing, is it a particular age group? Is it, is it the politician? I don't know if politicians are affecting kids that badly, but it might be affecting the adults who are affecting the kids. You know what I mean? I like to think about this kind of stuff, as you can tell.
I'm not finding any, like, particular people causing it. It's just, at least while looking through my, paper. But, so, just to quote a few quotes that I used in my paper.
Yeah.
In the Washington Post, so, Mr. Hawley said, social media is actively tearing people apart from one another. To
Uh-huh.
be specific, social media is mostly affecting young people like teens. According to researcher Jean Twenge, who has spent her career studying social media's effects on kids, has found that the longer children use social media, the more likely they are to harm themselves.
That's so weird.
And this is true for both boys and girls.
Uh-huh.
That social media is affecting the whole generation of teens, and by extension, the whole world.
Yes. Yeah, it would. Right, in due time, I get that. By extension, it's going to be the whole world, right? Because when the teens, give it another 5 to 10 years, when those teens are the working adults who need to start taking care of the older folks and, well, run the world, yeah, that's going to lead to a lot of problems, definitely.
And then going to another little bit that I found. So, starting with some statistics. Instagram found that 13% of British people and 6% of Americans wanting to kill themselves traced it back to Instagram alone.
They trace
So
that
just
back
think
to
how many
Instagram?
people that is.
Yeah, right.
13% of British people and 6% of Americans. Like, yeah, that's just Instagram alone, not Snapchat, Facebook, or any other social media platform.
Wait, and when you say British people and or Americans, is that just the teens, or is that like all age groups?
At least according to the quote, it's just the whole population.
Okay, right. Okay, all age groups. Gotcha. Okay, that's still pretty crazy, and that's just for targeting Instagram too, huh?
And then at least there's some sort of reasoning for this, because at least with the COVID-19 pandemic, this problem only got worse due to teens becoming more reliant on their phones.
Yes, on technology and right.
Because of the quarantine.
Yes.
Entirely.
That's a good point. I forgot about all that.
So, like, there's a whole just thing about this.
No, and the more I sit and think
And
about
like,
it, the more I was like, all right, right. Let's say you are stuck in your house from the stupid lockdowns, right? And right, so like when you're looking on whatever Instagram or like all social media, maybe even let's say post all the quarantines and all that crap. I maybe what I'm thinking is, all right, like when someone sees someone else living like their awesome life, right? So what you typically see, I'm jumping around a bit. What you typically see on social media is either, I guess in my mind, is people pissing and moaning, right? Or you see their absolute best life, but like not really a lot of in between, I guess. That's just my first thought. But right, like when people post pictures, they're not like posting pictures of them like sitting on the couch watching TV, right? Like usually people are posting pictures of like, yo, here, like here's my new car, or like, hey, look at this awesome trick I did, or like whatever, you know, like they're doing like awesome, fun things, or at least things that appear to be awesome and fun, right? And so it's like everyone looks their best, right? So like at any given point, like if you're watching some particular whatever celebrity or even like one of your friends who's like on Facebook or whatever a lot, like all their pictures that they post is like this is them at the best moments of their lives, but you never see the negative. And so I think maybe a lot of kids are seeing that and being like, hey, you know, I don't have 10 good pictures of my life like this guy had. Like, you know, all the pictures, you know, my friend, all the pictures that he ever puts online are like he's always in a good mood and he's having fun. You know, I don't ever do that. Like, do you think that affects kids, that like maybe they see that and they're like, wait a minute, all these people are only having fun all the time and I'm not having that. What's wrong with me, right?
and like, if you'd like, I'd be open to like sharing like the whole like paper that I wrote. Of course, like editing out my actual name and my teacher's name. But you can read the article itself if you want.
You could DM it to me or whatever. Yeah, feel free. Don't take that as I'm actually going to read it, but I would like to have it handy because I'm sure one day I will. You know, I will probably eventually read it. Yeah, that'd be low on my priority list in the very short term, especially for tonight. But yeah, like if it's easy enough for you to like to send it to me in a DM, that'd be cool. Like I'll probably look at it at some point.
And yeah, it's actually really only like 2-page paper anyway.
Oh, okay.
So it isn't even long.
It's fine. Yeah. I like reading, like I read random snippets of random crap online all the time. I never know, you know, I never really, I guess I would say I never really truly believe any of it. Rather, I consider that maybe some of it is true. That's it. Because clearly not everything on the internet is true. It can't be. It would all contradict itself. It's all hypocrisy at that point. What was I about to say though? Yeah, it is pretty wild though. The whole, I know we've been on like a massive tangent / rabbit hole, but the whole yeah, low self-esteem for a lot of young kids nowadays. But I've definitely seen a lot of talk about, yep, like a lot of, well, at least for some of the stuff that I've watched, is a lot of men, like a lot of young men who are just like, yeah, I'm not, like they don't feel like doing work, they don't feel like dating, so it's like they're just kind of like, all they do is, I know it's kind of like a meme, or I assume it's a meme at this point, it seems like it is, but like a lot of them are just like, I'll just sit in my, you know, I'll live in my parents' basement and get high and play games all day, and just not, you know, not do anything else with my life. And I'm not going to sit here and say that that's wrong. However, you don't really run a country or an economy with that kind of mindset either. You know what I mean? Like, if you're just sitting in your house getting high and playing games all day, you're not really, like, you're not working a job. And I guess maybe you don't have to, but it's like, how is that, you know, that's not, you're not defending the nation from whatever evil from people, you know, you're not defending the nation from whoever you think the real enemy is at this point, or you're not, you know, you're not helping the nation in, I would say, in most ways at that point. Yeah, I don't know, but I just find it sad that, yeah, it seems like a lot of young men in particular, based on stuff that I've seen and heard, Not that I have proof, you know, I don't have any IRL friends that are under the age of, like, 24 at this point. But, like, even I have a few of my friends, well, one of my friends in particular, he's single, and he doesn't live with his parents, but, like, that's basically his life, is he does go to work, but he goes to work, and he goes home, and he gets high and plays video games, and that's it. Like, that's pretty much his entire life. Well, my synopsis of his life, and he might see this stream and cuss me out over it later, and he can tell me if I'm wrong. But I see enough of it that it's like, all right, like, I have no problem with people using weed or whatever. They want to get high in their house. I don't care. Like, you do that, but it's like, don't make that the only thing you do. You know, it's like, gotta contribute to society somehow. Make some kind of impact on the world other than just wasting away, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's just to say, right, that there's going to be like a potentially a population issue as, yeah, these young men grow up, and like they're supposed to be, or I should say, they would have been fathers and, you know, had family and such, you know, been married, but no, they're not, you know, they're not dating, they're not socializing because they see all the crap on the internet and they're like, I don't want any part of this. So they do that. But go ahead, you were about to say.
I'd just like to mention that I think it's kind of funny how we went from talking about super cool board game AOTP to talking about stuff actually important to IRL.
Yeah, well, well, I love these conversations, man. It's just, most people aren't willing to have them, that's the thing. At least I don't really think most people are, I guess.
Well, if you ever want to have one of these conversations, I'm more than open to. I also just genuinely like having them.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm usually willing to listen to even the craziest ideas. Or at least things that maybe I would or some others would consider crazy. And it's like, okay, like, I like to try and, yeah. What's the reason that somebody would think some crazy idea would work so well, you know? Or some allegedly crazy idea. Whatever, you name it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if people can somehow reason or try and justify something that sounds really dumb on paper to me, and it's like, okay, like, I'll listen. Now, I will, of course, fight those. Like, the fun thing about talking politics or, like, just IRL things is that people believe different things, of course. But it's like, yeah, just because I disagree with someone doesn't mean I automatically hate them. But, yeah, the IRL stuff, man, it's like, it's fun to talk about it, but at the same time, like, some of the talking that I do, like, it doesn't really have an impact. I'll go and rage online, you know, hoping people will see, you know, how you know, bad I feel some politics and or like political ideas are, but it doesn't seem to work. Like I said, like when I say, you know, I don't think this idea, you know, the idea of whatever, communism or whatever you name it, I'm like, I don't think this is a good idea because look what happens, and then I just get banned. It's like, all right, cool, good conversation. I usually just wear that as a badge of honor, though, when I get banned from certain websites. But on this note, D-Dance, it's been a good talk. I actually finished my playtest. Green got absolutely demolished in this playtest, unfortunately. Funny, Red's only card at the end of the game here. The only card in Red's hand is Volcanic Upheaval, because I never used it again.
It means you even discard it.
No, I didn't. It's because I nuked. So funny enough, I had a Fire Cat with 8 power because of 3 enchantments that were on it. It had 8 power, so it killed Nissa with Twin Flame, and it pretty much just ran everything else over after that too. Yeah, the toughness glyph, we never used it. No, neither of the teams really went for it. Maybe I just gotta try not using red and or Twin Flame. I think it might be part of the problem. But Volcanic Upheaval is a red spell. Yeah, I gotta try. Maybe I'll try like Nahiri. Like I'll try Nahiri versus someone else, you know, some other color. I don't know. Yeah, either way, green got ran over. This was a pretty nasty game. Ouch. Yeah, but yeah, D-Dance, this has been a fun talk.
Yeah.
It is almost midnight my time, and I usually cut my stream around midnight anyway, and I'm yawning, and I've been running my mouth. Thanks for listening to my rants. It's been a fun chat.
I'm more than happy to.
Oh yeah. It's been it's been cool. It's been cool to have you on. Hey, if it's any more fun to you, anytime I stream in the future, I will probably be jumping in voice chat, at least as long as I'm in the mood to chat with anybody, anyone randomly. So like if you see me in here, feel free to join, and yeah, dude, whatever, like you want to chat about something, sounds cool to me. Even if you just want to see what the heck I'm doing on AOTP.
And as a little tiny bit update, still the only bid.
Oh yeah. I still have that open myself. I should refresh it.
Yeah. Final 27-ish minutes. Still the only bid.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a pretty reasonable chance you're gonna be the only bid. Alright, dude. Yeah, good luck with that. And good luck with oh, so alright, I'm gonna kill my stream soon, but let me hear one last thing. So the NASA thing where you have to go to Texas. Wait, when is that? Like are you going there like after you graduate or something? Or is it like summer break?
Leaving on Wednesday of this week. Oh, 3 days.
Oh, you said it, right? Wait, you said it was like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right?
Yeah. Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
And because there is very limited internet access, don't expect me to be doing very much here.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, since you don't have a computer, it's kind of hard to really like do a lot of playtesting with Roll20. Like it's really annoying to. I don't like to playtest on my phone with Roll20. Like if I absolutely had to, and like if I was playing, with someone like when we played with you, like to put the cards like face up on the table, I'd probably try that if I was really desperate. But like I'm not that desperate to want to try and play AOTP mobile because it just doesn't quite work. But yeah, so no worries about the playtesting thing, dude. Like I know you got school and now you're working too, and if you don't have a computer, you don't have a computer. It is what it is, I appreciate your idea. I think I'm gonna run with your idea about the whole, the rolling the attack dice / power, for moving the Hedron. That might be something. But anyway, what I wanted to say before I left, before I killed my stream, was good luck with your NASA thing. I don't know anything about space or any of that, so I'm not gonna be much help. I was actually a math and science whiz back in the day. I took like calculus and all that in high school, but it's been a long time for me, so definitely not anymore.
And if you ever want to set up an asynchronous game, let me know. I'll probably end up using shrines because very easy for mobile to play them.
Yeah, it's true. We could try shrine games sometime. Yeah, I'll hit you up on that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind playtesting, even if it's asynchronous. We can play that. That would be fun. I'll have to try and get something set up. That would be the fun part.
Yeah, just probably let me know before Wednesday, and it'd be good.
Okay. Yeah, no, more than likely, I would probably get in touch with you after you get. So you said you get back on Sunday?
Yeah, get back on Sunday.
I will probably hit you up on that. I would guess after that, just to let you know. I think, what am I doing?
Okay.
Yeah, I have a pretty decent amount of short-term things, especially just IRL, work-related things that are keeping me quite busy lately. So, I'm not. Yeah, I'll probably hit you up on that. I would assume on Sunday or later. All right. But I'm running my mouth again. Man,
Right.
2.5 hour stream. D-Dance, I'm heading out. Nice chatting. You take care. We'll see you around.
Yeah,
all right,
you
dude?
too.
All right. Good night.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Yeah, good night.